got your cameras are going okay, and we look good. And damn, we look good. We look really good.
We do look good.
Really
Look
good.
at us. Look at us.
That's a good start, right?
Yeah.
You wake up with confidence and check yourself out in the mirror. Be like,
Yeah,
okay,
look
I don't even
good.
need to shower this week. I like it. I look so good. I don't need to
Some-
shower.
Some weeks are like that, you know. I had kind of one of those last week, but I told myself this week, no, we're showering, we're getting fresh. Because you know how you feel after a shower. You feel good and refreshed. So I showered today, I'll have you know.
What was I saying?
And, you know, picked up the...
I could tell you guys he smells wonderful. So,
Oh,
yeah. It really happened. So
It
whether
did.
you believe it or not, Aaron Cole actually showered this week. So nice, man. So this is called the Minnesota Music Note, and really my idea behind it. I've met a lot of people through the music industry locally, and it's a great tribe of human beings for the most part. You know, anything, there's always some riffraff on the edges, right? But for the most part, it's been a very kind of just welcoming, wonderful community. And so I wanted to take it a step further because I love podcasting, obviously, and I like to hear people's stories and kind of get to know them on a little bit of a deeper level. And so in the future, my vision for this is I'm also building like a website to go along with it, because I'm trying to solve a problem as well, because my wife and I want to go out every weekend and see bands and stuff like that. And there's like a lot of different people doing different things, but not really a good like centralized place for it. So that's ambitious. Who cares about that? That's something I think could happen in the future.
Sure.
But
Good goals.
For now, this is what we're up to, man. We're just sitting here having a chat and
Love
having a good time, and
This is nice.
and talk
This is
about what's
cool.
going on in the world. So
Dig it.
yeah. So I love first for you to start, for our audience who may not know who you are. If they don't know who you are, they've probably been sleeping under a rock. But if they don't know who you are, why don't you start there? Tell us who you are and kind of like what you do. What is it all about for you, Aaron Cole?
What is it all about? My name is Aaron Cole. I am a drummer first, I think, because that's where the passion lies. I love playing. Sorry, I don't know if I'm looking at. I'll look at you.
Your audience is there if you feel like you want to deliver something to them, but mostly it's just you and I.
Very cool. Yeah. Drumming first, I have a lot of interest. I mean, I like doing the video editing stuff a little bit too.
Yeah.
I like being goofy. I like making people laugh. But I like drums are the most, I guess, what I spend the most time. I get the most out of it, and I just feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of all right at it. I've been doing it since 99. I was 15 years old, so, and I play in a lot of bands right now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I think when we met, we had a little cruise on Kevin Sundberg's boat a couple weeks
Yeah,
back,
that
right?
was
And
awesome.
you were saying like, holy cow, I think I might finally be in too many bands doing too many things.
Yes. I think I reached the limit, and found out that I do need some balance. And so, unfortunately, I put a couple bands on hiatus.
Okay.
Sorry, who shot first?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a bummer because I wanted to get out there and see you guys.
I
But
know,
yeah,
and-
got to wait a little longer. Huh?
Yeah, you will have to wait a little longer. It's
Okay.
just because, too much going on, and
Yeah.
it's trying to live some life too.
Yeah.
It's crazy how like too much of a good thing. I mean, it is true.
It is
I
possible,
love
huh?
drumming. I love playing. I love performing. I get so much out of it. I mean, it fills me to do that. But I can do it too much, I found. So it's
So what was too much? I mean, what was your rhythm like when you came to this epiphany?
I think I had a couple weeks in a row, like 6 nights that were either practice or shows. And I don't know. There was just no time to reflect. And, trying to keep a relationship too. I mean, my fiance is Casey Beach, who's also a singer. And so she knows the music thing
She's
too.
pretty busy too, right?
Yeah, and
So,
she's
yeah.
very busy too. So you just walk the fine line of, yeah.
Cool, man. Well, take me back. Take me to 15-year-old Aaron Cole. I want to go back even further. What was this is a great like trivia question. What was the first album you ever owned? That you owned yourself.
Okay, wow, this is very good. Well, my mom went with me. I wasn't old enough yet, and bought me a boom box. I think it was a Magnavox. You push a button and the CD over, and she bought me
With D batteries in it, they're like, okay,
You could plug it into, but you could have the D like
giant D batteries, man, like 14 of them or something.
yeah, it's like $40 just to
Right,
run the
right.
thing. She got me Sting's, it was the best of to that point. I think it was called Fields of Gold, Sting. But I mean,
Okay.
I really loved that was my first album. I thank my mom for that. That had Vinny Colaiuta drumming on it. What a drummer to be hearing kind of first.
What a place to start.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I thought that was really cool. And then the other ones after that are kind of like Green Day, Dookie. I did one of those Columbia House, 10 CDs for a penny.
I love those T-shirts. Let's say like I still owe Columbia House money or something.
Well, what a weird
I thought
deal.
about buying one, but haven't done it yet. So that's
Columbia House. I don't know how they made that work.
Evidently they didn't because they're not around anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Columbia Shack around. But like Green Day, Dookie, the Weezer Blue Album, Presidents of the United States of America, self-titled. Those are kind of the first that I can think of that I owned on. Well, I owned Presidents and Green Day, Dookie on cassette tape.
Okay.
So that tells you.
Okay. Even a few years back from CDs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I don't remember when CDs became popular. It must have been like that mid-90s time frame,
I think
right?
so. Yup.
Yeah, we started making a move away from mixtapes and,
But I still did the recording my own radio stations on cassette tapes. You buy it.
You did? Really?
I
You had your own
did
radio
do that.
station.
And you know what?
Tell me about that.
Okay, what's the one? NBRM, nothing but rockin' music. This is Aaron Cole with NBRM.
I like it, man. I like it. We're going to have to get another station started out of here, I think, man.
Okay. I guess we're going to listen to some more music on NBRM, nothing but rockin' music. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Because you need more stuff to do, right? You're obviously not very busy.
But dude, that's the thing. Man, I have a Zen.
We'll just bring Casey in and she can be your co-host, and then you guys are spending time together at the same time.
See, and that's what works with us because we're in 3 projects.
Are you really?
Together. So
Tell us about that.
That's
What are the
really
3
cool.
projects? I think I know, but the audience may
sure.
not. Tell me about it.
2 Minutes to Maiden.
Okay.
And she's doing the Bruce Dickinson, the Paul Di'Anno. I'm being the Nico and the Clive Burr back there, and it is really cool to play heavy music with your partner.
Is that right?
I don't know. Yes, it is really cool. We have a show. Can I plug that? I don't know when this will come out.
Man.
November
Please do.
1st at Bogart's. Up the Irons, a night of Iron Maiden. It's with Maiden Minneapolis as well. So 2 Maiden bands,
And that's
all Maiden all night, no repeats on the songs. So.
That's something I thought was very cool, right? When I saw that, it's very common, I think, for human beings and musicians or whatever to feel somewhat competitive with people that are doing something similar to what you're doing, right? We compare ourselves to others, but you guys are like, no, screw that. Let's collaborate. Let's actually put a show together, all Maiden, all night, and have some fun together. Are you guys going to trade musicians at all?
Yeah, exactly. A little bit. There'll be a little bit of
cool.
coming into the other band set. Not too much.
Cool.
Do want to keep the show on track.
Right.
But at the very end of the show, I don't know how much I want to give away, but we got 3 songs where it'll be kind of like a super jam, man. It'll be
nice.
a lot of people on stage playing,
Nice.
the most popular songs. I'll let you guys guess what those might be.
I think my favorite song of the Maiden's probably in there. One of the ones you've seen me try to play before. So
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
But yeah, Twang Cities is a country thing.
Oh, you're in a country band. I didn't know that.
It's kind of, yeah.
Twain City.
A twang. So like Twin Cities, Twang Cities.
Okay.
We've had a couple practices, and it's Casey and I. Yeah, just another one that we're both in. Cool. And what's the other one? Whale Tail.
I don't know.
Do Whale Tail.
Yes.
So, dude, I love all the groups I'm in. It's
Whale Tail is phenomenal. Some of the best vocals overall, just like harmonies and Casey and Miko together up there at the front of the stage, just like, nobody can touch that, man. You guys, you all
and then
crush
Kane
that
is
band.
like opera trained. It's like I'm sitting
Is he
back
really?
there. I'm like
Okay.
the 5th best singer in the band. That's just blows my mind. Not that I'm like a great singer, but I'm just saying
But there are a lot of good singers in your
very
band.
competent singers
Yes.
in Whale Tail. Yeah, so that group's awesome. I mean, that's fun to play into, and Yeah, so that's the projects I have with Casey.
Cool, man. Well, listen, I'm going to take it back a little,
Yeah,
a
let's
little
go
bit again.
back.
So
Let's
we,
go
we
back.
talked about Vinny Caliuti basically playing on the first album that you ever owned.
Heard and
How did you get inspired to kind of get into drums?
so my dad played in a band, and I always knew that. And I'm sure we went to see him growing up. He never. The thing about he never pushed it on me or never like, son, this is what you're doing what I do. He just kind of was never did that. But I recall I was 15 years old. There was a snare drum. We were remodeling the house, so there's just stuff where maybe it shouldn't be. It's a snare drum in a box in the hallway, and just one day I walked past it and I'm just like, and you remember that Orgy Blue Monday cover? There's a snare fill in there. And I went to the snare and I tried to do that and I could do it. And I'm like, that was easy. That was cool. And that was the start, dude.
Interesting. I wonder how much, how much was passed in the blood, and then how much is just passed by being around it all the time that you just probably even before you picked up the sticks, it was already there.
Yeah. There's this overlap because my dad and my mom met. They were playing in two different bands. They met in Nevada. I don't know if it was
Your mom's a
Vegas.
musician as well.
Yes,
huh?
she was
That's
too. And
cool.
they met each other and then formed a band and then, made sweet music that was me or created me. But they were still performing. I might have been in the womb. We kind of like a month or two of overlap of when they were still doing shows. So maybe I was just rocking out to them doing shows. And so it is like maybe ingrained a little bit. Maybe if you
That's pretty neat though, man. That's pretty neat. I think a lot of musicians come from some sort of, somehow they're exposed to it. But being exposed to it like all the time with your parents being musicians, I mean, it's almost ordained.
Yeah.
If you went off and I don't know, became a barista, it wouldn't be exactly the right fit.
Right, exactly. No. Yeah. So they kind of
awesome,
passed the torch, and ever since that time in that hallway with that snare drum, and then when my father realized that he's taking interest, then he kind of gifted me a Slingerlands. So then I had a kit. Nice. So once I showed the interest, then he was like, "Here you go," and then he bought one of those first Yamaha electric drum kits where they didn't really have all the kinks worked out. I mean, it's a nice. But he elected to play that and give me this kit, and I don't know. I just thought that was a pretty cool thing for him to do to help facilitate.
That is. I can remember I started drumming when I was in 8th grade, so probably about the same time, 15.
Oh yeah,
15ish, 14, 15, something like that.
Yeah, right when pubes are coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pubes and drumsticks. That's a great combo. So I was in band, right, in the school band and playing you start out in the tom, and you get to move up to the snare. And then if you're really good, you get the quads. I never made it to quad level, but I could just remember those early days, man. It's a lot of fun. And then my parents finally figured out that. So I was playing football at the time as well.
Nice.
And I had to choose a path, right? My dad kind of laid it down. Because my grades were starting to suffer. He's like, okay, you got to pick a path, pick a passion. And I think I tried to stay with football for a little while. And then I realized about another year into football that I was never going to be a great football player. I was an okay football player.
What position, if you don't mind there?
So I was left tackle.
Okay.
I was a little bit of a linebacker.
Yeah.
So just a big dude, right? I was somebody they put in the way. I wasn't necessarily great, but they put me in the way of the people that were trying to get past me. I at least tried to stop them.
Yes.
I obstructed their forward progress.
Sure.
So
yep. Perfect.
Then got into drums, and my parents finally bought me my first drum set. And I can remember, that's cool. I mean, how do parents go through that? The learning phase of hearing your child suck so bad at something until they get really good.
My mom jokes because maybe it's the second band I was in, the Satanic Ballerinas, okay? It was a death metal. We just tried to play as fast as we could. And, we were pretty decent, but we had for a while only 2 or 3 songs, and we would play them over and over, and it's just so loud. And she's like, I really got to know those songs pretty well. rattling the freaking kitchen stove tops.
She kept a smile on the whole time, though. Huh?
How nice, how cool.
That's
that
cool
would have been
mom.
really annoying. Yeah, cool parents.
That's pretty all right.
Yeah, that is all right.
And your dad still plays, right?
Dad still plays. Yeah, he's come out to the jam
Yep.
multiple
I
times.
think
He's got a couple-
I saw him play. Went up, tell him how great of a drummer he was. Had no idea the two of you were connected at all. And then I think my wife found that out. That was like, your dad. I was like, really? That's why Aaron's so damn good, right?
Yeah.
His dad's damn good
He's-
too. So
Yes, he's awesome. I've definitely learned a lot from him.
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're part of this music scene we talked about. Like, what are your feelings on how music is in Minnesota and the people and all that stuff?
I mean, gosh, this scene is pretty freaking neat. It's seems like a very family. I was gonna say family friendly. No, just it feels like a family, especially with the jams and everyone is really supportive. I guess I just hope attendance. I hope humans always have the want to see humans perform live music. I just feel like maybe it's attendance is going down. I don't. We were at the Joe Spanbauer show, the benefit, a couple of weeks ago, and that place was packed.
Yes, it
around.
was.
And and I'm talking to the guys about 15 years old, just the older musicians that have been around, they're around in the heydays, 80s and 90s when crowds were that big, or they make it sound like they were. The crowds were that big, like on average, which I believe them too. If you don't have any phones or distractions,
Right.
there's
Not
nothing
a
else to
lot
do,
of
you
other
go to the
activities,
show
Yeah.
and you mingle and you do that. So I guess I just worry that maybe attendance and I don't know, live music. I just hope it stays live, and I hope people believe in it, and I hope the clubs can stay alive. A lot of people aren't drinking too, like just all this stuff, all the facts.
Yeah, it's a funny thing that maybe a lot of new musicians don't really understand. You're trying to form a band. You're like, it's about the music that we're performing. And it's like, well, yeah, but if you can't bring people into the clubs to pay for drinks and to pay for tickets, I mean, it's really like, why is the bar going to keep hiring you?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're the most amazing guitar player or drummer that's ever existed. Right?
Right.
If
To them,
people don't want to watch, then
right. Does the till go ka-cling?
Exactly.
Ka-ching, actually. Yeah.
ka-cling, cha-ching.
One of those old ones.
That's actually the name of this episode now. Ka-king, ka-cling, ka-ching.
And I am
Ka-ching.
okay with that.
That's gonna be your new band name too, by the way. Yeah.
Hey, no more bands, no more ideas.
All right, you heard him here. He said he's not doing it again. So
For a while, I mean, have to drop a few to do. I mean, honestly, it's just. Also, it's like each band deserves my attention. I'm lucky I
It's
have.
possible to get stretched too thin.
Yes, exactly. I'm lucky I have a job where I can listen to music and I can go over songs, and I drive myself nuts doing it too, learning the songs, just listening over and over. So I feel like I can be in a lot of bands. That helps facilitate the learning aspect of many songs and many genres.
So what's it like in your household? You and Casey are both musicians.
Yeah.
Always trying to learn new music because you've got 97 bands each.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get into personal stuff, but just like, the music side of what happens at home. Like, you guys just like really give each other the space to get out there and do what you need to do because you both kind of know it and live it.
Yeah, I think we give each other space. What's been huge is adopting the Google Calendar, the shared Google Calendar.
All right.
So because if we didn't have that, I mean, we can look and we can just see what we got coming up. I mean, it looks like I almost wanted to show it on camera because it's like like 5 bands sharing a calendar. There's so many things on it. It looks.
You can send us a screenshot.
Yeah,
we'll share with the audience.
I will. It's just
Yeah, that'd be
daunting
cool.
sometimes, but I think that's really helped us to just. So if we make plans or do something for us, we have it on there, and there's just. You know what I mean? We can't F that up, or we can't double book or something.
That's good. That's his goal. Huh?
Yeah.
It's time together. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes. So this weekend we're going to drive up, see our folks, and hang out with their nephews.
Where's that?
That's in Fargo.
Fargo.
So
Okay, cool. Nice.
And so no gigs. We had that on the calendar and kept your gig free.
Nice. That's
So,
good. It'd be nice to have. It's nice to have a weekend off every
Yeah.
now and then.
Looking forward to it. So
Cool, man.
yeah.
So like, what's the next big thing that Aaron Cole has on his agenda?
Besides that, Iron Maiden show with both the Maidens, the Metallica show at the Medina. That's a club that I have always been looking forward to play, or I didn't know if I ever would or whatever. And
It's a pretty cool space. Yeah.
I am so excited with Matt Alice, November 7th in Medina. We got a cool set list, probably some new ones that you haven't heard us do yet. So, yeah, that's those two shows I'm really looking forward to, and I guess I'm not looking too much further. Seattle Rain has a show at Casa Rio in Anoka on the 22nd of November. So I guess those would be kind of the three that have my focus right now. So
What's the smallest stage you've ever played on? Like so small you didn't even know how you're gonna fit your drums in.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Smitty's in Chisago. That is pretty small. Well, yeah, because it depends how many members in the band. Blackout had 5 members, and that was always just, I mean, you're going behind your kit and you're pushing the hi-hat stand, you're sucking it in, and, well, I mean, trying to get back there. That was really small. I filled in with Treehorn this last Friday at Ho Chunk Casino. We played, it sounds really cool. You play on top of a bar. Well, it is kind of cool. Like the bar, you look down,
So
you're on
really,
top
people
of the
are like
bar.
ordering drinks around you guys.
Yeah, like
Are you serious?
Yes.
That does sound like fun.
it was, and it was
for an epic
pretty
video,
cool.
anyway.
Yeah, and I got some footage. That's a big thing. I've been like recording, really going nuts on recording. I paid for the terabytes of Dropbox, so I just upload. I get it off my phone. I just have it. And like someday, maybe when I'm bored or old, I'll, you know what I mean? Like my scrapbook, I guess. I'll go and watch. So anyway, I have a picture of that if we wanted to see it later. Was the point? Oh, that was a really small space, though, too. Yeah,
yeah,
that was also a small.
And what sort of music was that? Is that country?
They're 90s.
Okay.
Treehorn, like Jackie Treehorn, it's like a Big Lebowski kind of deep reference or whatever. But yeah, 90s, almost all 90s. So pretty fun stuff. Brings me back to the childhood and the younger days.
What's your favorite song to play right now?
Wow, William, I can't believe you've done this to me.
Of all the many songs.
Oh my God. Oh, dude, that's tough.
That's
Can
a tough one.
we circle back at the end of the
Yeah, or you could
the
get
thing?
a couple, or
I mean,
anything that's fun out there that you're kind of working on.
Metallica's Battery,
Okay.
because I mean it's challenging and it's cool and it's fast.
It's pretty damn fast.
And it's pretty damn fast. We did Eye of the Beholder, and that was like a check for me. Like
Nice.
I remember practicing again. I think I was 16 in my bedroom, barely fit the drums in. I'd turn my, 3-disc changer, turn it up as loud as it could so I could drum with it, drum to Injustice for All. And, I just didn't know I'd ever be in a band that would play some of those deeper cut Metallica songs. So,
Yep.
man, this has been really fun. Seattle Rain's been doing, okay, I'm not going to say it right, Shad, sorry, Anima.
Okay. Yeah.
That has been a challenging song, but that is a cool one
That is a lot
to
of fun.
play.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
My favorite band, Tool.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, can't go wrong. Danny
Danny
Carey.
Carey's pretty hard to follow, though.
Yeah. I don't, I just do my best to, I don't know if it's, I don't chart. I don't like go read charts. I like to listen and, feel like I can do a good job by just listening. And that sounds like what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
If I have to go to a video on YouTube. But it's funny because I'll see, I've seen different drummers play that differently. So it's like, I'll just kind of do what I think.
There's some space for interpretation.
Yeah,
there,
I think. Right.
Like that in Sober, that 30-second note fill that he does there. I've tried to do it. I've never nailed it, but I've tried to do it so many times. And every video you watch, slightly different than the last one. I was like, okay, does Danny Carey even know what the hell he played here?
I think, man, I remember listening to an interview. Who was he with? Rick Beato, and he even said, it's like kind of lightning in a bottle kind of feel, like that's the one. And no one's gonna be able to do whatever.
Yeah. I think he said that's one of his. I think I heard him say to us one of the harder fills he has in any songs that he's ever played. So
It's ridiculous. I've never done it. Like, yeah, I think I fake it pretty well.
that's good. Metallica. So you're in Metallica.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Metallica fan. I've been to a lot of your shows already.
Yeah, you have, dude. Thanks for the support. Seriously,
Still
you're
coming.
at the first show.
I'll be there in Medina as well, man. That's
Yeah,
right
dude.
close to my house in Maple
Cool.
Grove. So, and I like that venue. But yeah, so what's what of all the songs you try to play, what's the fastest Metallica song that you think you've done so far?
Yeah, it might be. I think it's Battery. Disposable gets going pretty quick. I mean, the way we played Damage, and we played it faster than recorded. I mean, that might also be that whole album. But yeah, Damage might be the fastest.
Have you guys done Dyer's Eve yet?
No, but believe me, I brought that up in the text thread. Like, this is one to learn. I mean, I know the diehard fans would love that. You know, it's maybe little off the beaten path for the average mainstream fan.
Metallica fan.
And that's what we have to take in consideration too. Sometimes that's maybe why, I don't know, if people have seen us a lot of times, like, why aren't you playing the super deeps? And you know, we'll get there. We'll get there.
But you do. I think every time I've seen you guys play at the benefit for Joe Spanbauer, but you guys hit that medley, and that was wild, man.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, it's cool, and it was all like, it sounded like all off of Space It, the first album.
Yeah, Kill 'Em All.
Yeah, it sounded like it was all Kill 'Em All.
They call it the Kill Ride Medley, so it was like,
okay,
yeah,
so it's got some Ride the Lightning in
yeah,
there as
exactly.
well?
Fight
Okay.
Fire with Fire. That was our first time doing some of that. I can't wait to do that one in completion at some point too. So
Nice.
a lot of cool, fun songs. I mean, Lars gets a bad rap, but in the '80s and in the studio, they were, god dang, that's cool stuff.
Yeah, I don't understand the Lars bad rap, man. The dude's written so many drum parts that basically live in my memory rent free, you know?
Yeah.
So many things that
Yeah.
I'm still trying to learn, so I guess maybe he's a little sloppier because he's older, but shit, man, if you're still out there playing at, at his age on these big stages,
you
and
gotta
I
give
saw
him
when they
credit,
came
man.
to Minnesota and, on that round stage,
Yeah,
did you get a chance
how
to go to
cool
the
in the
concert?
round.
Yeah.
No, but I saw plenty of videos. Jimmy, got to go. And,
Yeah, man, it was so cool, man. And yeah, I think you even heard him mess up a couple times, but it's like, dude, it's freaking Lars. Who cares?
and dude,
This
how
guy,
old
the
is
guy's
this?
one of my heroes, man.
Yeah.
exactly. And how old is he? So,
Exactly. I hope to be playing. That has kind of been a newer goal of mine. Just keep everything, play how you got to play so you can play the longevity, play the long game,
Right. I know you said so I'm a little bit of a hard hitting drummer, and I said no. I noticed in some older videos you used to hit that hard too, and you could have backed off of it, and you're a little bit more technique driven and kind of throwing some sauce in the pan, stirring it around a little bit,
That's a funny way
kind
to
of keep it
is,
going for
the walk.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, definitely just trying to be. You know what's so cool? You can just watch all these videos on Instagram, all styles of drumming. It's a really neat time to, want to be better or just to be able to watch any kind of drum, any kind of style. And then I'm just kind of cherry picking. I like what I see there, and
So who's got your attention right now?
I wish I knew this guy's name because he doesn't have like so many views, but it's heavy Latin. I think his name's Pablo something or other, and I'm just blown away. I mean, maybe because it doesn't come natural to me to see these accents but this guy, I mean, okay, and then J. Rod Sullivan was another one that's he's just
Who's he? I don't know that.
Oh, he's just the dude. Who does he play? Well, Janet Jackson now. It's just cool following these kids too, because I watch videos of him and then all of a sudden he gets this Janet gig. I'm like, well, I see why. I mean, they found him based on these videos, and it makes sense and cool to see the journey.
Yeah. It's cool with the amount of, as I've gotten older, you know what I mean? I always say that like our age is not only the number of years we've been on the earth. You know, you can be older in a particular craft because you've put more time and energy into it in a shorter span of time. And you see these young kids that are like, you know, 21 or even younger, and it's like, wow, like how did you do that? But that's how they did it. They were literally obsessed and did nothing else for a very long period of time, you know, and got squeezed those hours of whatever into their craft. It's pretty phenomenal and amazing to see that come together.
Totally.
There's a couple of young kids I see out of the jams that are just like, what? Like, I can't play that now. This kid's like 12, you know what I mean?
And just add some more years, and they're gonna be
monsters.
shredding it up. So
Yeah, for sure, man.
yeah.
Cool. So what's kind of the most exciting thing you feel like you've done in the last couple of years with your drumming? Or even with your music? You know, I know I've seen you up singing at the open jams and stuff like that.
I know that.
What's kind of like most exciting and most fun things you've been up to? And
I mean, so another band alert. Piece of cake. We've only done stuff at the jams, but it's gonna be a cake tribute.
so it's turning into something more?
Well,
maybe?
we've all agreed because everyone that's in this group is in multiple bands themselves.
Okay.
If we do shows, it's only a couple a year.
Okay.
But they like what I did fronting that group, and I mean I know Cake, and so it's like easy for me to step right in and do that. So that's kind of new and exciting for me to be in front and singing and
That's a lot of fun
doing some of the dance
with Nate and Steve on the horns too.
Oh,
It's a lot of
double
fun.
horn?
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
I'm in a horn group, you know. So that's really neat. There's a couple festivals this last summer season. I'm gonna butcher the name. Sorry, John. Was it the tribute? Yeah, it was the River's Edge Tribute Fest. It was all tribute bands.
Yeah, I remember that.
Metallica and 2 Minutes to Maiden were there. And
Oh, cool.
just
That was like midsummer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. That was really cool. John put on a cool thing. I hope we do that again next year. And then we got to go up to the Lakes Jam. Metallica did, and play in front of pretty good crowd. You know, I think we kicked the whole thing off. We did the Thursday, and then Hybrid Theory was on Friday. But that was just a really cool.
Lakes Jam was a pretty big.
Pretty well
isn't it?
known,
Yeah.
at the Brainerd International Raceway. And I pulled up my truck by the stage, and I opened my door, and I got like 12 people that are, I wasn't ready to help me unload my, where to, sir? And need anything, sir? Like, it's just a whole level of treatment. I wasn't,
Seriously,
and we had a
wow.
trailer, and
Wow.
you go and relax, so,
Okay.
that's different.
The VIP treatment was kind of nice, huh?
It is. It's nice. I could get used to that.
You don't have any hair there anymore, bud. Can't push it behind your ears when I shaved it all off. There you go. Good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Awesome, man. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was cool.
Yeah. Thanks for being my guest. So I would like to wrap it up with who's next? Who should I get on this show next? Who do you nominate to be the next musician on the Minnesota Music Note? Wow. And why?
What came to mind first? Well, you already told me you were going to get my fiance Casey in here, so that being that known, I think Sam. I think the bassist for Metallica, Sam Van Moore, because of his, not only his amazing ability at bass, but his music knowledge, and he's kind of like me too, just listens to everything. Nothing is off limits. I think he'd probably be a
Good, interesting dude, huh?
Yeah, I think it'd be a good conversation.
I follow him on Facebook. I know he has a slice of sarcasm in pretty much everything he says, and I like that. So that's very much my sense of humor as well.
Yeah.
Cool. And in terms of musicians that you guys kind of formed together for that Metallica band, I didn't get to see the old one. I guess it was used to be called One back in the day,
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
And the singer was in the band.
Yep.
And
Chris was in
what
one.
nobody else was. And I was like, man, he couldn't have gotten a better group of musicians together, perfect for what you guys are doing. Yeah, because Sam just shreds, man.
Oh,
And is it Jimmy,
Yeah.
guitar player. Jimmy is
And Jimmy
ridiculous.
learns those Kirk solos to a T.
Yes.
It is so cool.
It's across the board. It's flawless musicianship. It's really fun to watch because it's one thing to go out and watch a band that's playing some Metallica tunes, but another one is just like executing some of the hardest stuff they've ever written so well.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, you know I'm a big fan, both in stature and that I'm out there jumping around like a retard to Booty was playing. And I plan to be doing that again on November 7th.
Okay,
so,
cool. We look
yeah.
forward to it for sure.
Good stuff, man.
Awesome.
Anything else?
Well, if I find my old tape of Aaron Cole with NBRM, nothing but rockin' music, I'm gonna bring it in for you.
Nice. We're gonna mix that in, man. If I get it from you, we'll put it in. I'll put some couple snippets in or something like that. Have some fun with it. Awesome, dude.
Awesome. All right, Lynn. Cool. Let's do. What do we do?
Thanks
This
a
or
lot.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock and
Cool. Yeah, dude.
Rock and roll for sure.
Rock and roll for show.